name is Back and Neil Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And it's that time of the month again, the time when the new Doctor Who magazine comes out, which I understand most of you don't care about anymore because most people have stopped reading it. How long does Doctor Who magazine have to go? Nobody really knows, okay? It was down to about 16,000 copies a month was selling before the pandemic. What's happening now? I don't know. I think Doctor Who Adventures got cancelled at around 12,000 when the circulation got down that low. Who knows? Who knows what could be happening? But they are doing their best. They're doing their best. Is it too little? Is it too late? This one seems like a real this week and last week, this month and the last month seems like a real desperate attempt to not alienate readers, which they've been doing very, very much for the last 5 years solidly. That's really why. The problem with Doctor Who magazine is it stopped being representative of Doctor Who fandom. I understand they got to toe a party line, right, with the current production team. Although, honestly, right now, I think if they're in a fight for their survival, I would go for a very different approach. I would go for an approach where they represent the entirety of fandom, and I think you might lose a few of the rabid Jodie Whittaker fans, but probably not. I mean, again, I think if you put fair representation in, and to have people pro the current era and people who hate it as well writing articles and have a bit of a discourse, I think the circulation will probably go way up, really quickly. It might mean that Cardiff won't give them anything. Doesn't look like they're giving them much anyway, and who knows? I mean, they say the season's supposed to start being filming within a week or so. Like they said a few weeks ago, any week now. So I guess we'll see. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My guess is it's under review. I don't think they're going to be filming the next season, but that's just my guess. Who knows? Fine. So we're going to be reviewing the latest episode of Doctor Who magazine. You can see it. So you just kind of like think of this as your virtual thumb through while you're at Double Eight Smith. It's Double Eight Smith. It's still in business. And look, also to be noted, the cover price is a lot higher this month. It is £10. £10 or I don't know, was it $20? It's a lot higher this month. I get it digitally, which I think they give it to me at the same price. I don't know, I've got to check. But it's way, way, way higher. So is it worth the cost? Before we get there, can I ask you guys, can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? But mostly, can you hit that subscribe button? Thank you very much. I am ridiculously and pathetically grateful to each and every one of you that subscribes. And I actually genuinely am. Thank you very much. If you subscribe, you can enter into my weekly competitions. The prize this week, doing the prize on the drawing on the 27th, which is going to be not this Sunday, next Sunday. The prize is Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, the special 4-disc edition. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. And in the comments, leave the hashtag HelmsDeep. HelmsDeep. This is my favorite of the Lord of the Rings movies, and that's one of my favorite battles of all time. So let's have a look at this issue. So firstly, okay, a lot good. You got that good Christopher Eccleston portrait on the front, and there's a bit of a excellent revival going on. Still got the logo on, I'm afraid. Look, they don't have a choice. I would say if you're not buying it because of the logo, look in your heart, see if you can, because they don't have a choice. That is an edict from BBC, from Cardiff. Every piece of merchandise must have the current logo on it. Yes, must have that that current logo on it. Big Finish, they do like a reversible sleeve, so you can have like the episode, whatever the era logo. Good cover though. I wonder, is that photo or is that a Photoshop? But, good cover. Again, will it do the trick? And again, look, the page count is significantly up this month for the extra for the extra money. So there you go. That's a decent cover. This is actually a really, really good deal. This is worth it. I would say pretty much in of itself. It's if you want to buy this from Big Finish, it's like $20, £20. It's the free download. Farewell, Great Mastodon. I think it's the first thing I remember John Dorney writing for Big Finish. It's one of the lost stories, the stories that were never made. It's about the First Doctor and this initial TARDIS crew meeting Alexander the Great. Just a fantastic story, absolutely fantastic story. So again, I think it's worth it just for this if you don't have it. Let's keep going, and then more Big Finish ads. I wonder how much they must have paid for that, or if Big Finish is giving away for free, right? And so so this issue, they are going hard onto Time Lord Victorious. They're putting all their chips in the Time Lord Victorious, basket. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough because like there just isn't excitement for it. Had they released that Dalek cartoon, which I think is a last minute filler, they should have started with something like that, a free thing like that, or they should have done like a David Tennant audio story, which was like the central story, and then have all the branching stories coming off it. Have that for free. Give it away for free, and then I think everything else would have sold a lot more. Honestly, I think people look at the music industry look at album releases now as promotion for concert appearances, and I think that's kind of like the way you have to look at it. So it's been a bit miffed. I've reviewed the first story in it from Titan Comics, and it's pretty much look. The central story is good. The central story is interesting, and I'm interested. Not as exciting as the David Tennant's thing that we did, where they're going to talk about it in a minute. But the central story is good. But if you have people who aren't very good at their jobs, realizing it, which I'm sorry, the people, the teams that are making the artistic teams in Titan Comics, they're just not, they're not good at producing this type of comic, I would say, and it wasn't a great comic. It wasn't a recommend at all. Fine. So and this is the other thing in this issue, which makes me go, well, this is something I'm actually interested in, because this is really one of my eras of Doctor Who. They spent a lot of time talking about the Virgin New Adventures. They put about a 10-page feature on it, but they're just desperate for content. They are desperate for content. But this actually seems like pretty darn good content. If only they could do content actually talking about the current state of Doctor Who, I think they would do a lot better. Or at least they would start to build up their audience again, which they've really destroyed. The Time Team, they just made it, which isn't around anymore because it was lost. Everybody lost interest in it after the initial run. Because they made it all one type of fan. They let's do it nice and diverse. Well, I didn't do it quite so diverse because he didn't have anything that represented, the type of fan that really isn't into this current era at all. So, I think it's their embracement of diversity actually made them run away from diversity, which I think is probably what really killed their sales. Again, they were down to 16,000, right, from 2025, just a few years earlier. Gallifreyan Guardian, they're talking about the David Tennant's Dark Universe. Gallifreyan Guardian's kind of not really so necessary now anymore, is it? And we all get information from the internet and from Twitter. So, the immersive thing. Oh, this is the only mention of Jodie Whittaker in the whole issue. Let's zoom in on this. Oh, God, I would love to know how this sells. I would love to know the sales data on this, because I reckon it's like, listen, I got the entire run of these reprints of these. Guess which one I'm not getting? Yeah, that one. Thank God they didn't mix it in with any of the other stuff. Fine. Okay. Letters. Again, letters not quite as important. What they got? What they recommending here? Nothing. Well, on the videos. No, YouTuber John. Yeah, let's look. John says, presents a documentary about making the missing first Doctor show Dalek Master Plan. Oh, I'll go and see that. I will. Yeah, that looks interesting. That I saw. This one I saw on Twitter. Where is it? The woman playing this weird instrument on Twitter. It's going in and out. What's this one? The Jodie thing. Doctor Who Zone has landed in CBBC free to play. Yeah, so listen. This is where the current era of Doctor Who is. It's like CBBC, right? It used to be like, we used to have Doctor Who, we used to have Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures, because Doctor Who was a family show. Doctor Who was for everybody. Then you had the adult Torchwood, then you had the kids show, Sarah Jane, not really working very well. I like that Planet of the Evil poster, that's pretty cool. Fine, let's keep going. Doink. More letters. Time of Victorious ad. Yeah, listen, this was a bit of a cheap piece of merch, isn't it? Not interested in any way, shape, or form. Goodbye. What other people are doing? Yeah, okay, this is kind of in. This is just one of the things I don't want to. This is a little feature. It's a throwaway feature, but I do kind of enjoy it. This month in 1981, yeah, because I was there, so I'm always. For me, it's nostalgia, So now we're getting into Time Lord Victorious. They got a big thing on Time Lord Victorious. They have a interview explaining what time. No, they have a feature explaining what Time Lord Victorious is. So this goes for quite some pages. Got 1, 2. 3, 4. Okay, so a 4-page feature. By the way, let me zoom on this. This is a real sign of like you're in Patheticville. The diorama, build your own Ninth Doctor TARDIS. And when you see it, it's even worse. And like, really, this was Doctor Who Adventures Fair, and I don't think anybody who bought Doctor Who Adventures is buying this. You know, I don't think many people bought Doctor Who Adventures because it's not very popular, right? Current era, not very popular. Wartime Lord Victoria stuff. Again, what, like, who is buying this? The annual, right? Really? Who on earth is buying that annual? Not that many people. More Time of Victoria stuff. So now we got an interview with, was it James Goss? Who was it? It is an interview with James. Who is the guy? Yeah, James Goss, the guy behind Time of Victorious. So this little still is good. It must have been they got somebody to dress up in this dress and photoshopped Rose's face, Billie Piper's face onto it, because she's not involved in any way at all, is she? More time. So yeah, interview with him, 2 pages. Okay, this is a pathetic filler. A pathetic filler. This is about a series of repeats that was going to run in 1978 that for some reason didn't happen. 2 pages on that. Who the hell cares? I mean, I might flum through it, but really, that's pathetic filler. So then these used to be like 1-page things. I like Tracy Ann Overman. I just watched this episode of Doctor Who, actually, Doomsday, and I like Torchwood 1. So this to me seems like it should be like, a 1-page thing. It goes on for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so 4 pages, including the title page. It just, please, again, it's filler. Seems like filler. This is something this is an article I'm totally into. So it talks about New Adventures, a wonderful and forgotten era of Doctor Who. Maybe they should start reprinting these, I think, because these are really great novels. I really like this era. So this is a really good feature. So it's 1, 2, and it goes for a while, actually. 3. Oh yeah, Sophie Aldred did a photo shoot as New Ace from New Avengers. I remember that. And over here, was this? Rebecca Levine, I believe, works on Emmerdale now. She's the producer of Emmerdale. She would be be one of my choices for producer of Doctor Who, because she did a great job on these New Adventures. They were just fantastic. So I went up to 5, 6, 6 pages. Who is that? Is that Lee Sullivan? A picture of Lee Sullivan with the art? Wow, okay. Let me have a look. Okay. We can see what Lee Sullivan looked like in 92. And Kate Orman, oh my God, Kate Orman was such a great writer. I don't know where she vanished to. She was incredible talent, just an incredible talent. If you can find her stuff online, her New Adventures Online, it's really, really worth it. So how long is this feature? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6-page feature, and then it goes through this. Then you talk to all the writers. Again, another 4-page picture, but this artwork is great. The art really is absolutely fantastic. I did love it. The book wasn't good. This was the cover for, but the cover was really, really good. So this goes on for a bit. This is talking to all the well, let's see how do they describe it. 3 decades on, constellation of new adventure authors recall how they bought the Doctor book. So these like little mini interviews, little sound bites. It goes on for 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 pages. Which again, okay, so this is about a 12-page feature. I am into that. I am totally into that. Readers survey, yeah, please. I don't know. And then they got another 2-page feature, desperately trying to fill up more space about Love and Monsters. A decade before he brought it back to TV, Rusty Davies gave us the first mention of first Doctor Who version's New Adventures. How does he look back on the range now? Yeah, I would totally. Anything by Rusty Davies, I'm interested in reading. My guess is, though, this is archive material they whipped out from when Big Finish did an adaptation of it, which is really good. It's actually really, really good. I recommend that. But who knows? You know what? I don't think it's hard to get Rusty Davies to write, because Rusty Davies is a writer. Chris Chibnall, not so much. So this is an interview with Waris Hussein, which, okay, but basically they just found it in a bottom of a drawer. They never aired it, right? And the reason they never aired it, because it's okay, and it goes on. Oh my gosh, how long does this go on for? So if it wasn't worth airing the first time, this is from 2013, right? So it's from the 30th anniversary year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of desperate filler. Then okay, ad for Sophie Order saying Marco Polo Fact or Fiction. Yeah, if you like it, great. I the Matrix database told me everything. Look, this is something I would read if I'm having anything else to read. I'm like thumbing through the toilet. When I'm on the toilet. That's basically what this feature is. But yeah, these are normally longer features that goes on for a while. But it actually works well because they made this instead of Farewell Great Macedon, and Farewell Great Macedon is as good as Marco Polo. If you never heard Marco Polo, it's worth getting the audio of it. But Farewell Great Macedon that comes with this is really good, really good. Fine. Although, why don't they do an article on that? Wouldn't that make sense, really? They could have pulled it from the Big Finish magazine, I'm sure. What's that? Vortex. I'm sure they had an article they could have pulled on that. So then, more stuff saying, not all Doctor Who is canonical, because it's a desperate ongoing campaign to say the Timeless Children isn't the worst thing ever. But yeah, listen, okay, vaguely interesting, I would read this. Fury and Deep haven't got yet. It just arrived at Dan Hadley's house in Birmingham. Hopefully he's mailing off to me. I'm looking forward to watching it. Can't read this yet. I only ever watch these reconstructions in black and white though. I never watch the color versions. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And then the next one is they got the Time War that just came out, so I'm not reading that yet. Then they got a review. I looked at this review straight away because I want to see what they said of it for the new Sylvester McCoy release. This one, which is freaking awful. It is the worst release Big Finish ever done. It is as bad as the current era Doctor Who. It is freaking terrible. It's shameful. It's shameful how bad it is. Right? So okay, the competitions, blah blah blah. I read the coming soon. So they expanded that as well to buff it out. So Shadow of the Daleks, yeah. I'm kind of into that. I would read this, but this doesn't need a 3-page preview. This is like a half-page preview that they just like slept out, right? Paternoster Gang I don't really listen to, so I'll skip that. Blogs of Doom, who cares? Who writes this? I can't even remember. And next month, October 15th, they talk about this the new Dalek YouTube series. It just looks cheap. It looks so cheap. The animation, it's kind of embedded. It kind of looks like not a million miles away from that game that came out in the late 90s, or the Destiny of the Doctors, where you had the Grack. Remember the Grack? Fine. So then, and quite a smart move. They if you're buying the print edition, you get this as a separate thing to be part of the Time Lord Victorious. There's a separate comic, and it's got a lot more pages than the normal comic strip. So good for them. I'm going to do a separate review of this, but it's by Scott Gray, James Ross, James Effendi, and Roger Landridge. Was Roger Landridge the lettering or the colouring? But yeah, listen, it's looks good. It looks good. I'm looking forward to reading it. It's a creative team that have delivered before, so yeah, I am definitely looking forward to reading it. It looks better to me than the title one, and it's 16 pages long, right? 16 pages long. Artwork looks good. Again, I'm doing a separate review of this, and I think it's going to do with vampires, and kind of ties into that Rose wearing the white blood-stained dress thing. There you go. She's in the dress that we keep seeing on all the promo stuff. I think it's just a bit of a cheat putting them in. But listen, I am reading. This will be a separate review. I will let you know what I think. Still, for me, this looks perfectly good. Is it worth the £10? I don't know. I mean, the digital one, yeah, more ads. Anything else? Oh, you get these 2 posters, which this one's shrunk down, and you get this one. Who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? Well, again, she's so freaking useless as a Doctor. Like, I don't buy her at all. Just at all. Nice design of poster though, but she just unfortunately it loses it as soon as you put a face on it. And then this is your TARDIS diorama. You basically just cut it out, and it's sub Blue Peter level. This is like this is just a ridiculous filler. £10. Is it worth it? I don't know. They're doing better than they have in previous months. There's no Jodie in it at all. There's not this much sycophancy and telling people that they're wrong, that they're instant phones because they don't like the current era. Not so much of that so far. I've only thumbed through it. I haven't given it a good read yet. So who knows? It might make your look. When I get more inside it, I will let you know more. The Big Finish, the 6-part Big Finish story, Farewell Great Macedon, freaking awesome. absolutely awesome. Might be worth it just for that. My name is Philo Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.